think you know Python functions, you probably missed a few important things that school never taught you. And that's why I'm here. I'll show you exactly what you missed so you can write a smarter code and impress your friends or colleagues. Let's say I have an incrementing function, and this incrementing function has two parameters. Parameter n, the number that I want to increment, and inc, the parameter for how much I want to increment my number. Then I'll write n plus equals inc, and then I'll print my incremented number. And I can run my increment function and pass number 3, and I want to increment it by 2. Some of you may think I already know what he will show us. He'll probably show us type hints, and you may see something like this. This means this function returns nothing. But that's not what I want to show you in this video. In this video, I want to show you a different way you can handle parameters. For example, these parameters are called positional parameters because I have written only positional parameters. But there's a second way you can call your parameters, and that is with keywords. For example, you see here that this 2 is stored in this inc argument. But if I want to store it in this inc parameter, I can write inc equals 2 or write n equals 3, and this will work. You have already seen this in enumerate function, for example. Here we have a list as a first parameter, and then you can call your start parameter and say 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. Or in your sorted function, sorted, and here you can pass your list again and then specify a key, how you want to sort, or if you want to reverse it. And this here is keyword argument. Yeah, you probably know this, but this is still not the thing that I want to show you, that most of you miss. Also, important thing to mention before we move on is that after you have written your keyword argument, you can't use positional argument. As you can see, this 2 is outlined red. And if I try to run the code, positional arguments follows keyword argument, so that is not allowed. You can mix positional and keyword arguments, but first it has to be positional, and only after that you can use your keyword argument. Or all of them have to be keyword arguments. But maybe you don't want to always specify your increment and write here 2. This will, by default, put your increment to be 2. Did you know that you can actually use this? Write down in the comments below. And when you write a default argument, then you don't have to pass it here. It will work. Let's run the code to see if it will work. Now it works. But if I remove this, you see it's yellow because I have to pass all of my arguments. But if some of them are default, then I don't have to. The same thing applies with defaults as with keyword arguments. I can't have a default argument and then a non-default argument. All default arguments have to be at the end. For example, I can't have here n equals 1 and then have here increment be nothing. Again, we have a red outline to tell us that there is a mistake. And now comes a topic that some of you may be familiar with, but some may not. Still, it's a very common topic, and there's a lot of YouTube videos about it. Let's say I have my pizza, and my pizza has toppings. And I will write here star, and here write toppings. Let's leave it like this, and let's print all those toppings. Now you're probably wondering what this star does before my parameter name. This star actually ensures that I can pass as many arguments as I want. Let's say here I write pizza, and I can pass here, for example, mushrooms. Maybe I can add some mayo. Maybe I can also add some salami. As you can see, I haven't specified inside of this pizza how many parameters I have, and here I have put 3 of them, and it will still work. Let's run the code to see. It works, and the important thing is they're all stored as tuples, so you can't change them once you pass them. That's important. Let's pass only 2 of them. Let's remove this mayo, and let's run the code. It works again. It will work even if I put only 1 parameter. But these are infinity positional only arguments, which means I can't write a equals this. Why? Because I don't know what this a is. So if you actually want to have infinity keyword arguments, you have to write 2 stars here. And now this is yellow because you have to specify a name. So here, if I pass A and B equals salami, now this will work. Also, can you tell me what type will these toppings be now if I have A equals something and B equals something? Let's run the code to see it. As you can see, now the type is actually a dictionary, where the name of my keyword is actually a key and the value and the argument is actually a value. But can I actually mix the keyword arguments only and positional only arguments? Let's try. Also, the common practice is not to name them like this, it's to use args for arguments, and for double star, use key W args, short for keyword arguments. Let's pass here, for example, arguments just, and then let's also print keyword arguments. If I write here A and B, and maybe before this I write just mayo, and I try to run this code, it works. So I can actually use both infinity keyword only arguments and infinity arguments, positional only arguments, in one function. This topic is actually not that rare, so you may have actually heard of it before. But the next one I will show you, I'm completely sure that you haven't heard before, because I haven't found many videos about it on internet. And that is how you can fix your arguments to be positional only or keyword only. Let's say, again, I have my number increment, and I have number n and also increment. And this function will do exactly as it did before, n plus equals increment, then print n. If I want to tell Python I want my n to be positional only argument, but I want my increment to be either positional or either keyword, I don't really care, I can simply write this slash. This slash tells every argument, parameter, until this slash must be passed as positional only argument. So if I call increment function here, I can write 3 and 2. This works. I can even write increment equals 2, and this still works. But I can't write n equals 3. As you can see, I have a yellow outline because this forces me to make this n a positional only argument. Also, I have an opposite symbol, which is star symbol, that tells me everything after this star symbol I want to be passed as keyword only argument. So now this works because increment must be passed as keyword. But if I remove this, now this is yellow because increment must be passed as keyword only. Also, that applies on multiple parameters. It doesn't have to be the first one. If I write here n and then star and then n, this means both n and the increment have to be passed as keywords. As you can see, now this works. Now you're probably wondering if I could mix both of those, make some of them keyword only and make some of them positional only. And the answer is you can. First, you can write your slash and then your star. What this does is it tells everything before this is keyword only, positional only, and after this star, it's keyword only. But you may have noticed what happens between these two. So here, if I have some parameter, let's say parameter b, this parameter b is neither keyword only nor positional only argument, which means it can be both. And here, n must be positional only, so I will remove this. Increment must be keyword only, so I will write it like this. And also, this in between can be whatever. If I write 1, this works. If I write b equals 1, this works as well. Be honest now. Did you know this before you enter this video? Write down in the comments below. I really want to see your opinion. Also, if this video helped you, but you actually need some useful functions you can use every day, I highly advise you watch this video next. But don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn more Python secrets.